Hello dear students, good morning. This is the lecture number 7 and we are continuing studying about the principle of inheritance and variation. In this section, we are today going to discuss about the Mendel's experiment and laws of inheritance after studying the genetical terms that are used by Mendel in his experiment. So students, before going to discuss about the Mendel's law of inheritance that was given by Mendel, we are going to discuss about the Mendel's experimental material. Yes student, that was a garden pea whose botanical name is Pisum sativum. This garden pea and its botanical name, or you can say that biological, because this is a plant, hence we use here the term botanical name, Pisum sativum. So students, Mendel played most remarkable role in stabilizing the principles of heredity. It means Mendel first gave the idea, or you can say that hypothesis, about the inheritance of character or transmission of character from one generation to the next generation. Before him, no one imagined about this mysterious fact. So he performed his breeding experiment on selecting the raw material that was the garden pea Pisum sativum, and he done his experiment for about 9 years. 9 years he continuous done his experiment. He has good knowledge of natural science as well as mathematics. So he applied his full knowledge in his experiment and conclude each of the calculations and write them in his paper. So students, that was the duration of 1856 to 1864 when Mendel done his performance, or Mendel doing his experiment on garden pea. Mendel studied the inheritance of 7 different pairs. How much? The question is asked, that answer is 7 different pairs of contrasting characters. Contrasting means opposite. It means have allelomorphic forms, or the opposite allelomorphic forms, as we study in the term allelomorphic. In pea plant, these are as follows. The characters that are selected by the Mendel are given in this table. Here the name of characters, their number and their allelomorphic characters with symbol is noted here. So students, first of all going to know about the characters. Length of stem, also we can use the term height of the plant. Color of flower, flower color. Color of pod, pod means legume. It means pea plant. Pea seeds are enclosed inside a cover or capsulated cover that is called legume or pod. Shape of pod. How the shape of pod is visualized? Either inflated, it means compressed, which have very least size of grains, or you can say that seeds inside them, or the shape of seed are well developed that is depend upon the shape of pod. Is that clear? Actually, when seeds are developed completely, then the pod gets swell up. Either it get inflated, either it get flattened. It means that goes compressed. Okay. So the next character is color of seed. On ripening, the seed color either remains green or get yellow in color, or you can here also use the term color of seed or cotyledon. What? Cotyledon. Is that clear? For gymnosperms, we use the term cotyledon because they have no seed cover. Okay. Now students, shape of seed. How the shape of seed appears? It is fully rounded or wrinkled, or shrinkage or presence there. And the next one is the position of flower. Where the flower develop in the only terminal or each of the branches and each in between each node or internodes, that is the in regarding with the position of flower. Now students, on the basis of allelomorphic characters, the characters are described in two forms. The first one is the dominant and second one is the recessive. Dominant is the mighty character. It means it overlaps the recessive ones, and the recessive characters become latent. They just overlap or covered by the dominant ones. So the dominant characters are known to be mighty character. They comes in physical appearance as well as they are also present in genotypic characters in hybrid plants. Whereas recessive are the kind of traits which, when in homozygous condition, then come in physical appearance, otherwise they get masked by the dominant ones. Is that clear? So let's discuss about the length of plant. Let's discuss about the length of plant stem. So the dominant character is tall and its recessive one is dwarf. Its allelomorphic or allele, or you can say that homozygous chromosomes can be represented by the symbol capital T, whereas dwarfs can be represented by small t, small t. Now the color of flower. Generally, here we take red and white. Either the violet and the violet or purple and pink color are present in the pea plant. But here we take red and white in spite of these colors. Okay. So here red is the dominant color and white is the recessive color. Now students, the next one is the color of pod. It means फली का रंग कैसा होता है. There the dominant is green color. When the color of pod remains green up to ripening of the crop, this is the dominant trait, and when it becomes yellowish color before or after ripening of the crop, this is called recessive character. And these characters are represented by capital G, the green, whereas yellow is representing by small g small g. Likewise, the flower color is represented here capital R, and white is small r small r. Next is the student shape of pod. When the shape of pod is inflated, it means they just when seeds are fully developed in size, then the pod is inflated. It means swell up condition. The legume remains in swell up condition or the pod remains in swell up condition. Here students, pod and legume. Legume is generally better used along with seed, but here the pod is only the capsulated form of the legume. So, the shape of pod is inflated. Inflated is the dominant trait and constricted is the recessive trait. Is that clear? Constricted means just flattened. Just flattened. Are you right here flattened? Color of seed are cotyle dot. Yellow color is the dominant. When the seed or you can say that crop get ripened, then its seed if bears yellow color, then this is the dominant trait, and when remains green, this is the recessive trait. Shape of seed. When the ripened crops seeds are in rounded state, then this is the dominant trait, and when wrinkled, it means they are just wrinkled like the skin of the old person. This is called the recessive trait. Position of flower, students. If only the axial terminals of the flowers, it means apices of the branches as well as the axis of the plant stem bears flower, this is called recessive, whereas all the branches, each node and internodes bears the flowers, this is the dominant trait. Thus students, these are the 7 pair of contrasting characters that was selected by Mendel's in pea plant. A pea plant has 7 pair of chromosomes, but these characters are found on the different pair of chromosomes. If we are going to discuss, then the length of height lies at 4th, and position of flower also lies at 4th pair of chromosomes, and the color of flower, it means flower color, lies at the 1st pair of chromosomes. This lies at 1st pair of chromosomes, and the color of pod color at 5th. Either it is not asked in any examination, but you have to knowledge about them. So here I am going to explain. Shape of pod lies at the 4th chromosomes. Color of seed or cotyledon lies at the 7th pair of chromosomes. This lies at 7th pair of chromosomes, and the shape of seed also lies at 1st pair of chromosomes. What we found here, 4th, 4th, 4th. It means 3 pair of contrasting characters lies at the 4th pair of chromosomes at different stances, whereas the 2 traits, color of flower and shape of seed, lies at the 1st pair of chromosomes from some distinct sets of genetic codes, whereas the color of seeds lies at the 7th. Color of seeds are cotyledon lies at the 7th pair of traits, and the color of pod lies at the 5th pair of chromosomes. So students, these are the pair of chromosomes. Pair of chromosomes. You can take the screenshot, and we will meet in next video lecture with a new topic in which we discuss about why Mendel selected the pea plant as his experimental material and how Mendel gets succeeded in his experiment. So that will be the topic for the next video lecture.